Uzbekistan is the heart of Central Asia, through which the largest transnational highways connect east and west, north and south paths. This land was the center and the main crossroads of the Great Silk Road, which connected Europe and Asia. Today it is home to over 32 million people, and that's almost half the population of Central Asia. Sacred land of this country for centuries served as a center for science and culture. Great thinkers who made an invaluable contribution to the evolution of world civilization were born and lived here. The founder of modern medicine Avicenna, founder of classical algebra Al-Khwarizmi, mathematician and philosopher Biruni, astronomer, statesman and the outstanding scientist of his time Uzbek. Today Uzbekistan is experiencing a special spring under the leadership of President Shavkat Mirziyoyev, who was popularly elected in December 2016. The new leader of the country, breaking all stereotypes, initiated the process of updating the country, which the Uzbek people are already feeling.
Сегодня Узбекистан стремительно развивается.
Today, Uzbekistan is developing rapidly. We are consciously carrying out sweeping reforms to form a new image of the country.
Привержены формированию нового облика страны.
Political activity is growing and deep reforms are being carried out in all spheres. The priority is the implementation of a simple and clear principle: the interests of men are above all. In December 2016, with the initiative of the head of state Shavkat Mirziyoyev, the People's Reception Offices of the President of the Republic of Uzbekistan were created in each district and city. With the involvement of heads of regional, district, municipal government and economic management in the People's Reception Offices, more than 75,000 personal receptions of more than 460,000 citizens were organized. In addition, the People's Reception Office of the President of the Republic of Uzbekistan in remote and inaccessible regions conducted about 30,000 public receptions, during which more than 530,000 citizens' appeals were resolved directly on the premises. To this day, a total of 1,682,000 complaints were reviewed, 74% of which, 1,244,680, were positively resolved. It should be noted that particular attention is being paid to ensuring the principle of social justice, improving housing conditions for people in need of help and support, primarily for persons with disabilities. The National Center for Human Rights of the Republic of Uzbekistan has been operating for 22 years. Every year, the center receives over 2,000 written requests and more than 3,000 citizens are given legal advice by phone. In addition, about 1,000 applications, filled through a single portal of public interactive services, are reviewed in the appropriate order. The only specialized public library in Central Asia is open at the center. It has almost 7,000 books, magazines and brochures on human rights. A mutually beneficial partnership of Uzbekistan with the UN, its structures and institutions are dynamically developing. Over the recent period, UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, High Commissioner for Human Rights Zaid Ra'ad Al-Hussein, Special Reporter on Freedom of Religion or Belief Ahmad Shahid, Secretary-General of the UN World Tourism Organization Taleb Rifai, and many others have visited the country. I came to this meeting prepared with concrete ideas, because I know that your president is a very practical person and wants to see real projects, results, and not just conversations on the topic of prospects. We believe that Uzbekistan plays an important role in regional affairs. It shows a special role in the international community as well as in the life of the Organization of United Nations. In recent months, Uzbekistan has adopted many laws and decrees aimed at ensuring the rights and interests of the individual. The Office of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights is ready to develop long-term and systematic cooperation with Uzbekistan. Within the framework of the partnership, we have organized the first webinar, which was the first live online meeting between Geneva and Tashkent. Indeed, the state has a very large commitment to implement all the reforms that are being carried out in Uzbekistan. The process is already underway and is of confidential nature. In February 2018, Uzbekistan abolished entry visas for 7 and introduced a simplified visa regime for 39 countries of the world. A new atmosphere has been created in Uzbekistan, which many did not expect. Dozens of political prisoners were released, about 3,000 pardoned, about 16,000 excluded from the blacklist. More than 2,000 religious organizations of 16 confessions operate in Uzbekistan, in particular 175 Christian, 8 Jewish communities, 6 Baha'i, Jehovah's Witnesses, a Hare Krishna Society and a Buddhist temple, as well as the Interconfessional Bible Society of Uzbekistan. Over the past 6 months, 11 religious organizations have been registered. Today, such educational institutions as the Tashkent Islamic Institute, the Higher Madrasa Mir Arab, 9 madrasas, including 2 specialized women's educational institutions, the Tashkent Orthodox Theological Seminary and the Tashkent Christian Seminary, operate in the Republic. At the beginning of this year, a presidential decree was issued, in accordance with which the International Islamic Academy of Uzbekistan, the Hadith School of Science and the Theo Media Center are being created. Under the Muslim Board of Uzbekistan, the Waqf Charitable Public Foundation was established. The activities of the advisory body, the Council for Religious Affairs, which provide the effective platform for discussing topical issues in the sphere of religious relations, have been updated. The board includes leaders of all 16 religious denominations. One of the key directions of the reforms initiated by Shavkat Mirziyoyev is to increase the role of mass media as a real platform for pluralism of opinions and views. Today's mass media is no longer just in words, but in practice is becoming the fourth estate. Currently in the Republic there are more than 1,500 mass media. In the 2016-2018, 186 new mass media began to operate. At the same time, the electronic media segment is growing. Thus, over the past 2 years, 118 websites have been registered, 107 television and radio stations broadcast in the Republic, 68 of which are non-governmental. In order to improve the system of training qualified personnel for the media, in 2018, the University of Journalism and Mass Communications of Uzbekistan was established. Today, Uzbekistan is looking for its own path of economic development. While taking into account the rich experience of European countries, it is privatizing state property, cutting taxes for businesses, opening dozens of economic zones for foreign investors with the maximum possible benefits and preferences. In August 2017, the law on the Commissioner under the President of the Republic of Uzbekistan to protect the rights and legitimate interests of business entities was adopted. A great work has been done over the past year. Meetings with more than 30,000 entrepreneurs were held in all regions of the country. The telephone helpline and electronic appeal were created and are functioning in the office of the Commissioner. According to the issues raised at meetings and appeals, over 50 proposals were prepared for improving legislation in the field of entrepreneurship, and drafts of regulatory legal acts were developed. Conducted awareness-raising events, seminars, developed investment and tourist maps of the region of the Republic. During the period of activity, the Office of Ombudsman received more than 130,000 applications from citizens, stateless persons, citizens of foreign countries and public organizations. In 2017, their number exceeded 9,000. For all appeals without exception, detailed recommendations on further steps in the implementation on human rights and freedoms were presented. Today, Uzbekistan is striving to become a dynamic and open state, and according to foreign experts, the country has all the opportunities to become the next Asian tiger. Fast-growing economy, development of infrastructure and innovations, political stability, security, and a unique investment climate with transparent and predictable rules of the game. All this is the new Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan is a forward-looking country.